Oh, I didn't see you there. You might be wondering, late summer, early fall pickups in November. Yeah, you guessed it, we're doing it. I'm Aaron, nice to meet you. And today I'll be showing you a couple things that I've picked up in the gorp-gore outdoors, Japanese brand type vibes. Hope you can settle in, get cozy, and we'll jump right in. Starting off on feet, we've got the Merrell 1 TRL in the orchid colorway. What I really like about these shoes is the kind of consistent purple look about them between the laces and also the upper. They have Vibram Mega Grip outsoles, which are perfect for traction in and out of the city. And they are relatively breathable, but they are not waterproof. Next, I have these purple pants that I got at Essence in Montreal from the brand XLIM. Here you can see that there's a lot of detail on both the fabric itself and within the construction there are subtle details and piping along the seams. Really like the inconsistent wash of these, and as well as the inside leg details. The way that the pants have been cut give it almost a flared look, but as you can tell, the straight fit on these, they're actually not flared. Another pickup from my Montreal trip was this Meanswhile Trinity cloth snap shirt in this dark brown. Meanswhile is a Japanese brand, and there's also some interesting details when you look at the cut of this garment. You can see that there are actually detachable sleeves, as well as on the inside there's a jacket sling built in. I think a piece like this lends a lot of functionality and ways to wear it, both as like an overshirt or as a standalone piece. Next up, I have this shirt from Satisfy Running. Really wanted to showcase this packaging, which I think is pretty unique. This reflective material. They're really about functionality as well as, I think, being sustainable for the environment. This shirt is their CloudMerino running shirt. Fabric is both very thin and lightweight, so it's really good for intense exercise. And there are these details that make the shirt more comfortable to wear, such as these raw hems, as well as the seam work that they've done to make it fit on your body much easier. This garment was produced in Japan, but the wool is from Japan as well as the dye work. I think you can see that it's really inconsistent, which adds to the quality and character of the garment. This next shirt that I have here is from the Japanese brand And Wander in collaboration with Naoki Ishikawa, who is a Japanese photographer. The design is this popover shirt with a blend of Cordura nylon that makes this shirt more durable in the outdoor setting. This cotton nylon blend features these reflective prints across the garment, as well as a nice quote talking about the project. Next, I have this polyester fleece vest from the Japanese brand Remi Relief in this grayish purple tie-dye color. You can see that there are also technical details on this garment. The two-way zipper functionality, allowing you to change the silhouette, as well as these pulls along the collar. Moving into some outerwear pieces, I have this And Wander and Adidas collaboration. They've done, I believe, 3 collections now. What's really unique about this fleece is both the reflective details that you see on both of the arms, as well as behind the zipper hole and this front pocket here, but also these pit vents here that I really haven't seen on other fleeces. There's also breathability within these pockets that go through the fleece. Really nice for active outdoor activities, both in the city and out on the trail. The next piece I have here is this zip-up polo from our Legacy. This is my first pickup ever from our Legacy, and this piece in particular I know is from a couple seasons back. In the month of August, I knew I had an upcoming trip to Italy with my family, and I thought the color of this piece would be really nice on summer vacation. You can see that it's a little bit cropped in the body, creating a nice silhouette up top. There's the double zipper as well here, that detail to change the silhouette a bit. When you look at the fabric up close, it's slightly open weaved. So when the wind hits this, it's actually just a breeze that goes right onto your skin. Perfect for the hot summer months. Next up, I have this wind jacket from the South Korean label CAYL, which stands for Climb As You Love. They're also referred to as CAYL. What I really like about this piece and what drew me to it is there's actually this back reflective functionality. It's very subtle in the light, but if, say, a car was illuminating the back of this jacket, it would all light up. What I really like about this jacket is both the fact that it's super light and has a lot of pockets, 2 chest pockets, 2 side pockets. There's also a double zip functionality. Double zip, again, is really important for venting when you're doing high output exercise. And a nice little feature is that this whole jacket actually packs up into this little pocket in the back. This is the last of the outerwear pieces I'm going to show today, and it's this matching purple jacket to the XLIM pants, which you saw earlier. I think it really plays off of the traditional work jacket silhouette. But what's indicative about a lot of these South Korean brands that are bringing new fabrics and different cuts to these garments, it's really elevated when you look at this kind of fabric that they've used, which looks like a pigment dye, and there's a lot of distressing. Subtle vents, details all over the jacket. There's 2 other things to note about this jacket. One is that there's a fun little hidden pocket in the back of the jacket. And then there was also an intention to make the double zips reversible. So this jacket can actually be turned inside out. And this internal chiffon lining has this really beautiful dye, sort of ombre shade to it. I will say it's not quite as comfortable as wearing it the other way, but it has such an interesting look to it. Moving into some accessories pickups, I have this Satisfy Running Power Flower nylon cap. I really like this color green. It actually really matches the CAYL green jacket that I showed earlier in the video. There is a little reflective hit on the front, as well as the packability of this hat is really nice. It actually goes right back into this little pocket in the back. Next up, I have this And Wander nylon bucket hat in this crinkle nylon texture. As you can see with And Wander's products, there's usually some reflective detailing along this taping, as well as the stitching is all reflective. The hat itself is made using Cool Max nylon, which is good for the warmer and humid days. So I would consider wearing this both on a rainy day and a sunny day. I like the color, it feels really bold and stands out. There's also a sort of wire on the inside of the brim, which gives it some structure. Next, I have this bucket hat from the same Adidas and Wander collaboration. This bucket hat definitely differs in design compared to the mainline And Wander hat. It retains those reflective details but uses Adidas wind ready technology. So this is wind resistant, water resistant. For accessories, I also have this XLIM Cap. It's in the same fabric as the jacket and the pants, at least the same dye process. It was also on sale at Essence, so I knew I had to get it along with the jacket and the pants. The last pickup I have here is this beaded necklace from Hanami. This was a pickup from my trip to Italy. I got it at a vintage store called Vintage 55. They make new but old garments inspired by military clothing. This necklace in particular, I learned that they're hand beaded by the designer in Rome, inspired by Japanese craftsmanship. What I like about it are all the colors that can really style it with different items. Alright, now we're gonna put together some outfits, and I made it a challenge to only use the new items. For the first outfit, I'm going monochrome in different shades of purple, pairing up the Satisfy shirt, XLIM pants, Merrell shoes, and finishing with the XLIM hat. I think using different textures keeps it interesting. Next, we've got what I'm calling the futuristic workwear fit, going with the full XLIM and purple Merrell hiking shoes. This one is the same outfit with the XLIM jacket styled inside out, with the ombre dye. I think that makes a bolder statement. I'm also adjusting the double zipper to layer the outfit and add interest. Now I'm wearing the And Wander Adidas bucket hat with the And Wander Popover shirt, along with the same bottoms and shoes. I think it's kind of giving 90s hip-hop Puff Daddy sort of vibes, but you let me know. This look I think is the most daring out of the bunch, but I feel like it works because we're adding a colorful piece off of a mostly monochrome purple base. It's definitely more early fall since the Our Legacy shirt is not very warm. Next up, I'm doing a similar concept with a more neutral color in the brown Meanswhile shirt. The adjustable sleeves and jacket sling make it versatile for variable weather days. Now I'm pairing the Remi Relief vest on the same base outfit. I love the fit with the vest and the tie-dye. Really feels like the opposite of a finance bro Patagonia fit. Getting more layered up, this is a hiking meets the city with the Adidas And Wander fleece. I'd wear this walking around town and avoid being hit by traffic. This is a blitz round with the outfits being close variations. I think the hats are interchangeable based on my mood and preferences, like how loud I want the outfit to be. The purple and green are secondary colors and they pair together surprisingly well. Cheers. We've about made it to the end of today's video. If you're still with me, I want to say thank you. Do let me know if you have any thoughts about the pieces and any questions. Be happy to answer them. And if I brought you any value today, I would appreciate it if you gave me a thumbs up. And yeah, I hope to see you guys sometime soon.